Sunday sports salutations, everybody. For the first time in 5 weeks, Culver Stockton returned to the gridiron this afternoon for a rare Sunday tilt with William Penn in Oskaloosa. One of these increasingly more common flex schedule games, as the Wildcats' set date with Clark Saturday was wiped out by a COVID-19 concern within that program. And yes, ring rust was apparent even on the opening kickoff as the Wildcats muffed the return and allowed the Statesmen to recover with a very short field to work. But Tom Sally's defense looked instantly like it had never missed a beat, holding the Statesmen to negative 21 net yards on their first three-play possession, thanks to sparkling tackles for loss first by Marcus Brown coming up from the secondary, and later in atonement by Sam Bailey, who one play earlier had jumped off sides. He makes up for it here with a tackle for loss to push the Statesmen out of the red zone and field goal range and give the Wildcat offense the ball for the first time. New quarterback Nolan Boer marshaled a decent first possession, including this pivotal scramble to move the sticks, but Culver Stockton would turn the ball over on downs. That would be about all the offense the Cats would muster in the first and for most of the second quarter. The CSE defense turned over William Penn on its next two possessions, first with that forced fumble, then with Byron Fisher playing center field at the back end of the secondary with this critical interception to take away what could have been a true home run ball by William Penn. Culver Stockton's defense standing on its head the rest of the first half. When it wasn't takeaways, the Wildcat defense excelled at teeing off. Check out J.C. Clark right here with a tackle for loss. Then it's the big fella in the middle, Julian Pittman Jr., getting yet another fumble recovery in a first half rife with takeaways. This was a big one. Eventually, the big fella gets his hands on it, but the defense would go back to work. Every time that William Penn would get something maybe a little bit going, man, here's Darren Jones taking away all of that momentum and nearly taking away the ball on a scoop and score right there. Later, it's Pat Robinson showing off pure brutality in the backfield as well. Still, it would be William Penn late in the first half, jumping out to a 14-0 unanswered lead thanks to short fields and turnovers by Culver Stockton. Eventually, late in the first half, Nolan Boer got it going a little bit, hooking up right here with Brody Hassel to set up a big and pivotal drive at the end of the first half, one capped by Connor Perrin doing Connor Perrin things along the sideline. Simple pass pattern, and he is gone 44 yards to the house to have the lead at 14-7. That is how the first half would end. Culver Stockton would also add later an 80-yard scoop and score touchdown in the second half to tie this thing up at 14 apiece, but the fourth quarter goes to the Statesmen as Culver Stockton falls 20-6 on the road and falls to 1-2 on the season. With your recap of Culver Stockton football on the road from Oskaloosa, I'm Sports Director Chris Dewar.